So this is the experiment we are doing. Install an SAP NetWeaver 7.5 AS Java with Adobe Document Services on Windows operating system. Mostly remember, one by one I am telling, clearly you got it. Okay. So SAP NetWeaver is one of the SAP product. You called as product or you called as software. SAP NetWeaver is one of the SAP product. So SAP NetWeaver is one of the SAP software. SAP NetWeaver అనేది ఒక SAP software. SAP NetWeaver means it is the name of the software. Okay, SAP NetWeaver means it is the name of the software. SAP NetWeaver అనేది software name. Now, in SAP NetWeaver, versions is there. Versions. Now you want to know SAP NetWeaver versions. So first of all, here these two steps you got it clearly. Now you want to know SAP NetWeaver versions. This is SAP website. Product availability matrix is one of the SAP website. Now I am opening one SAP website. Okay. Website URL is https://support.sap.com/pam. That is the URL. That is one of the SAP website. It is SAP website. Okay, it is SAP website. So I click here, access the product availability matrix. Here, this is user ID. Here, they asking credentials. There you enter SAP universal ID or user ID and password. Okay, that SAP universal ID or user ID always starting letter yes. Always starting letter yes. Okay. So you want to log on to the product availability matrix. Okay. Here what we are doing, log on to the product availability matrix. Log on to the product availability matrix. In shortcut, it is called as PAP. That is one of the tasks. Log on to the product availability matrix, PAM. That is one of the tasks. So you want to log on to the product availability matrix. You want to enter user ID or SAP universal ID. In company, when you are working, company provide these details to the employee. Only company persons only they get these details. So here you want to enter user ID or SAP universal ID. Scroll down and click continue. So they're telling you are using SAP universal ID. Enter your SAP universal ID password and click sign in. That means what here you want to understand. Compulsory clearly I'm showing. You want to log on to that website, product availability matrix website. It is one of the SAP website. You want to log on to that website. Compulsory you want to use user ID and password or SAP universal ID and password. Without this credential, it is not possible to log on to the product availability matrix. Without these credentials, it is not possible to log on to the product availability matrix. In this training, your side, you don't have these credentials. That's why by seeing only you want to learn how to log on to the product availability matrix. Now, so many reasons is there. Why? Before installing, here what we are doing, we are installing this software. before installing this one, why I open product availability matrix website. సో మీరు ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ చేయకముందు ఎందుకు ఈ ప్రోడక్ట్ అవైలబిలిటీ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ వెబ్సైట్ అనేది మీరు ఓపెన్ చేశారనేది తెలుసుకోవాలి. నౌ ఐ షో యూ clearly why I open the product availability matrix step by step. So here, what is our product version? This is SAP NetWeaver. So clearly here is there product. Product means software. SAP NetWeaver is one of the software. It is technology platform. Platform is what? Railway platform is there. Platform is what? Airlines platform is there. Platform is on that platform you land aeroplanes. On that platform you land trains. You stop trains. Like that platform. On that platform you build anything. Empty land is there. Empty land is there. That is platform. On empty land you build hotel or you build park or you build home. Like that. So that is platform. Here also NetWeaver software is platform. On NetWeaver software, you build anything for business purpose. Okay, so that's what you want to know. SAP NetWeaver software is a technology platform. Now here, actually, this is one of the version, older version, SAP NetWeaver 04. SAP NetWeaver, you called as SAP NetWeaver 04 or you called as SAP NetWeaver 2004. Okay, you called as SAP NetWeaver 04 or 2004. For example, now Windows operating system is there. In Windows operating system, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11, like that is there, no? Like here also, in NetWeaver product, NetWeaver 04 is the one of the version. Here, release to customer date is there. What is this release to customer date means? So this is the customer date. On that day onwards, the software is available to the customers. But only few customers only. Here general availability is there, no? This date onwards, the software is available for all, every person. That is the meaning. So release to customer means, for example, iPhone latest version they are releasing. iPhone latest version they are releasing. So for example, next week Sunday, iPhone latest version they're releasing. But they did not release full mobiles. They did not release all the mobiles in the market. What they do? They release only 10,000 mobiles, 20,000 mobiles only. Why? They want to control the crowd. So that is, they're what they're doing? Restricted. They're putting restriction. What restriction? Suppose in your mobile, okay, I'm interested to buy this mobile, like that you select means what they do. So they intimate you. So you are one of the person in that lucky draw, like that. So few members only starting they buy the mobile. That they restricted people only they are buying mobile. So that is release to customer. Restriction they are running. General availability means restriction people buy mobile, unrestricted people means first they release only few mobiles, 10,000, like that. After they release entire mobile means everyone they buy. Like that here. So general availability means on this day onwards, the software is available for every person. Now what is mainstream maintenance? Mainstream maintenance means up to this date only that software is available. For example, your license is there, or credit card or debit card is there, as validity from validity 2 is there, like that this one. So this is validity from, you think like that, from this day onwards the software is released, up to end of this day onwards this software is available. So 2010, now 2025, now this software is not available for installation purpose. That means now you want to install SAP NetWeaver 2004 version means it's not possible. Why it is not possible? Without software, how I install? Now I want to install Windows 7 operating system in my laptop. It is not possible. Why means there is no software. Without software, how I install? Like that. Here, extended maintenance. What is this extended maintenance? Extended maintenance means, so clearly they're telling, I provided SAP, they're telling I provided mainstream maintenance until 2010 only. Okay, now here not telling latest version I tell. Okay, so clearly what I'm telling here, this is one of the SAP NetWeaver version. This version mainstream maintenance date is completed. Mainstream maintenance date is completed means this version is not available for installing purpose. This software is not there. That version software is not there for installing purpose. That is the meaning. So in company they ask you, they told you particular version mainstream maintenance date or extended maintenance date you want to check means in product availability matrix like this only you want to check. In company they told you any software you want to check that particular software mainstream maintenance end date or extended maintenance end date you want to check means by using product availability matrix here only you want to check. Okay, this version is not there. Next, which version is available? SAP NetWeaver 7.0. So this version also is not there for installing purpose. Now it is not possible to install this version. Okay, SAP NetWeaver 7.0 EHP1. SAP Enhancement Package EHP full form is Enhancement Package 1 for SAP NetWeaver 7.0. That is one of the version. Okay, that is SAP NetWeaver 7.0 Enhancement Package 1. For example, iPhone 4, iPhone 4S. iPhone 4 update version is iPhone 4S. Like that here also, NetWeaver 7.0 Enhancement Package 1. That is one of the version. That version also is not available for installing purpose. Enhancement Package 2. SAP Enhancement Package 2 for SAP NetWeaver 7.0. This one also is not there. SAP NetWeaver 7.3. SAP NetWeaver 7.3. This one also is not there. SAP NetWeaver 7.3 Enhancement Package 1. This one also is not there. SAP NetWeaver 7.4 is the previous version. SAP NetWeaver 7.4 is the previous version. This version also is not there. SAP NetWeaver 7.5 is the latest version. SAP NetWeaver 7.5 is the latest version. Mainstream maintenance date is not completed. 2027 end. That means this version is available for installing purpose. Why? Why I am telling, how I telling that version is available for installing purpose means by seeing this end of mainstream maintenance date. Here mainstream maintenance date is not completed means that is the meaning. This product version is available for installing purpose. That is the meaning. Now here what is the meaning of extended maintenance means? Suppose what they telling clearly up to 2027 end only SAP they provide support. From 2028 year onwards, SAP they did not provide support for SAP NetWeaver 7.5. So extended maintenance is there. 3 years, 28, 29, 30. These 3 years, SAP they providing extended maintenance. What is that extended maintenance means? On that in that 3 years, you want to do anything on that product version, you want to pay amount and pay amount. That is the meaning. In mainstream maintenance time, you no need to pay amount. Okay. But in extended time, you want to apply a patch, you want to pay amount and do like that. So now here I check clearly, mainstream maintenance date is not completed. So only NetWeaver 7.5 only is available. So first of all, here what you understand means in NetWeaver nowadays only one version is there. So you want to install SAP NetWeaver software in your laptop or in company system, only one product version is available. SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Only this product version is available. That means in your personal laptop or in your company system, you want to install SAP NetWeaver product means only that particular version only is available. SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Okay, you got it clearly. Which version is available in SAP NetWeaver product? You got it clearly. Next, here I click technical release information. Here application server app. AS ABAP. AS full form is Application Server ABAP. That is the meaning. Application Server ABAP. Application Server Java. AS Java. Full form is Application Server Java. Actually, this product version is supported for installing Application Server ABAP, AS ABAP system and AS Java system. So in company, this software is used for AS ABAP and AS Java. I show that one also. Real-time system I show. When you see means you got it clearly. Okay, product here. These are all real-time system. Now I'm showing product. SAP NetWeaver product I select. Here you saw. These are all SAP systems. Different systems in the company. These are all real-time systems. SAP NetWeaver is used for ABAP system purpose, and SAP NetWeaver is used for Java system purpose also. That means here clearly I'm showing real-time systems. Clearly I'm showing in company SAP NetWeaver they are using for Java and ABAP purpose. Clearly you also seeing. Okay, so here you got it clearly. What do you understand? SAP NetWeaver software is used for installing ABAP based SAP system or used for installing Java based SAP system. Okay, it is called like this also. ABAP based SAP system and Java based SAP system. Okay, that point you got it clearly. Okay, next click here, database platforms. So here I selected Application Server ABAP. Click this drop down box. Now I want to install Application Server Java. Here what I'm doing, I'm using SAP NetWeaver. I'm installing SAP NetWeaver 7.5 product version. Instances Application Server Java. I'm installing Application Server Java by using this product version software. Here database. Okay. Different types of databases there. DB2 database, MatchDB database, MS SQL Server, Oracle, SAP AAC, SAP HANA. These are the databases is supported. In this databases, in this training, I'm choosing MS SQL Server. And operating system, I'm selecting Windows. Linux, like that, different type of operating systems is there. In this training, I'm selecting Windows operating system and MS SQL Server database. Okay, here clearly Windows Server 2012 R2 x64 64-bit. Windows Server 2012. Okay, so Windows Server 2012 OS. That is one of the OS. Windows Server 2012 16. Windows Server 2016 19 22. Windows Server 2016 19 22. 25 getting error. 25 getting error. That's why Windows Server 2022 to 2025 to okay. So here clearly I'm mentioning Windows Server 2012, Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2022. You leave this one. This one also no need. So you have only 3 operating systems is there. In Windows operating system, you have only these 3 versions. In these 3 versions, you use any version. Okay. So I installed VMware Workstation because here all of you saw, this is my Windows 11 operating system. Okay. This is my Windows 11 operating system. So here what I'm telling, it is supported to install only in this 3 operating system only. Windows Server 2016 or Windows Server 2019 or Windows Server 2022. What I do, I install VMware Workstation software in my laptop. I install VMware Workstation software. Okay. So how you install? I provide that VMware Workstation software. In this training, I provide that VMware Workstation software. How to install in my YouTube video is there. In my YouTube channel, you see miss how to install VMware Workstation software. You got it. So I installed Windows Server 2022. This is Windows Server 2022 OS. Okay. In this training, I choose Windows Server 2022. This one. In this training, I choose that one. In your training, your wish. In this 3 version, you choose any version, your wish. In this training, I'm choosing Windows Server 2022. So where I get which operating system is supported, which database is supported, where I get that information in product availability matrix. MS SQL Server also different versions is there. Okay, I show that one later also. Here also is there. Okay, here also is there. I show later. Okay, operating system details, I got it in PAM. Okay, so these 2 details I got in PAM. Okay, PAM is completed. Okay, now what here I done? What here I got it only one product version is available. I got it. Which operating system in this training I already choose. My operating system is ready. How to install this operating system in VMware Workstation? Clearly in my video is there. In my YouTube channel video is there. You follow and install clearly about this operating system in VMware Workstation. Now, clearly what I'm doing here, I'm installing an SAP NetWeaver 7.5 product version. A is Java. Okay, I'm installing on Windows operating system. First of all, here check whether the file system is NTFS or not. That is the first step I want to do. What is the first step I want to do? Clearly they're telling check whether the file system is NTFS or not. How I check? This is my operating system. Double click this PC. I have 2 drives in my VMware Workstation in Windows Server 2022 OS. I have two drives, C drive, D drive. Where I'm checking this one in my Windows Server 2022 operating system. In that operating system, I'm checking. I have 2 drives, C drive, D drive. Now, here's in C drive, operating system files is there. In D drive, I want to install the SAP software. Now select D drive, right click and click properties. Here check file system is NTFS or not. NTFS. Why you want to check before installing? Why you checking that drive is NTFS or not? Miss, because in NTFS drive only SAP software installation is possible. In NTFS drive only SAP software installation is possible. That's why, for example, I show here. This is my external hard disk. Select my external hard disk, right click and click properties. This is not NTFS drive. In this drive, this is not NTFS drive. In this drive, I want to install the SAP software is not possible. Okay. In that drive, I want to install SAP software is not possible because it is not NTFS track. That's why before installing in your laptop also, before installing this experiment, first of all, what you want to do is you check that drive. You check that drive, select the drive, right click and properties, and check that drive, that system is NTFS drive or not. You check that one. Okay, here this drive is NTFS drive. The first step is completed. The first step is completed. Okay, that drive is NTFS drive. The first step is completed. So in this training, all of you want to install by your own hands in your personal laptop. When you installing time, first step you want to do, your drive is NTFS drive or not. Okay. Next, confirm that the installation user has administration rights or not. You want to check your user has administration right or not. How I check? Here in Windows Server 2022 OS, click search icon and type here computer management. Computer management. Click this computer management. Management full screen. Here local users and groups is the double click. Here double click users. Here double click administrator. Here click member of tab. Here user administrator user has administration rights. Click OK. Like this, you want to check your user has administration rights or not. I check clearly my user has administration rights. This step is completed. Now set the FUDN fully qualified domain name. Okay. You called as fully qualified domain name or full computer name. You call like this also. Fully qualified domain name or full computer name. So for example, VH call NWJ CI. What is this one? It is my host name. Host name is computer name. That is my host name. Dummy dot node domain. This is my domain name. Okay, that is my domain name. In company, we have domain server. That domain server have one name. Now, what is this full computer name is? Host name. VH call NWJ CI dot dummy dot no domain. That is fully qualified domain name. In shortcut, is called as FUDN. That means you want to set your system computer name. You want to set one proper computer name to that system. Now click search. Open command prompt. Type CMD and click command prompt to open. In command prompt, type command host name in small letter. In command prompt, you type the command host name in small letter and press enter key. Okay. This is the computer name. Present in my system, this is the computer name. Okay. Now you want to close the command prompt, type exist and press enter. The command prompt will be closed. Now I show clearly how to change the computer name. Okay. Now select this PC, right click and click properties. And here, rename this PC is there. Click this one. And close this one. And click here, change. Here, this is the present system computer name. Here, I'm typing my system computer name. Means whatever computer name I want to set, I am typing that computer name there. VH call NWJ CI. In small letters, I type the computer name. Suppose you no need to provide the domain name is click OK. Or otherwise you want to provide the domain name is click more. I want to provide domain name here, click more. I'm entering the domain name dummy dot No domain. In this personal training, when you installing this one in your personal laptop time, you put any computer name, you put any domain name. Okay. Here I don't have any domain server. I don't have any domain name, but I'm entering one domain name. Okay. Now click OK. Click OK. Click OK. Click close. Compulsory they are asking to restart. Click restart now. After restart only, whatever computer name you change, that changes will be done. That's why compulsory here you want to restart your SAP system. Every time you want to log on to this operating system, here VM is there. Click this VM and click here send control plus all plus delete. My username is administrator. When you install this operating system, your username also default administrator only. When installing operating system time, you set one password for administrator and you want to enter that password here. I said password is admin.123. I said password is admin.123 in small letters. I'm entering that password to log on to this operating system. Click this one. Now, after changing the computer name, I enter into this operating system. Now here, what I want to do, I want to check that computer name is changed or not. I want to check. How you check? Click search icon, type CMD and click command prompt. Command prompt is open. In command prompt, type the command post name. Type the command post name and press enter key. Okay. Now the computer name is changed. vhcall nwjci. Okay. Now type exist and press enter to close the command prompt. Okay. This step also is completed. Set the fully qualified domain name FPDN on Windows is completed. Okay. Next, what I want to do next step. I'm preparing the system one by one for installing the software purpose. I'm preparing one by one. Next, what we want to do, compulsory, this step you want to do. So this step, set the size of the Windows paging file. What is the size of Windows page file? What is that? Actually, paging file size, swap file size, virtual memory. So you called as paging file size, or you called as swap file size, or you called as virtual memory. What is this means? You want to separate some size from your hard disk. That is the meaning. You want to separate some size from your hard disk. How much size? Minimum RAM into 2.5. Minimum RAM into 2.5. That size is act as secondary RAM. Okay, that size is act as secondary RAM. That is paging file size. That means what here you are doing, you are separating some size from your hard disk. Double click this PC. Here I already told I have two drives is there, C drive, D drive. In C drive, operating system files is there. Okay. In D drive, it is empty. Double click D drive, empty. And here in D drive, 849 GB, free of 849 GB. I want to install SAP software in D drive. I want to do paging file size for D drive. You do paging file size for C drive also, no problem. You do C drive or D drive. But here I have D drive, free space is there. 849 GB, free of 849 GB. Drive is empty. Now I show how to do paging file size. Select this PC. Right click and click properties. And click here advanced system settings. And close. And click here settings. And click here advanced tab. And click change. Here deselect this option on the time only. Select the drives is possible. Deselect. Now I want to do paging file size for D drive. Present D drive paging file size is none. Select custom size. Here 45123. You are also in your laptop when you're doing this experiment time. You are also in your laptop. You want to enter that size only. For installing that software, you want to enter that size only. That is 45000 means 45 GB. Here 50000. That means 50 GB. I am providing 50 GB. Initial size is lower than maximum size. Whatever size I am enter here, when you installing this product version, same experiment you are doing time, whatever size here I am enter, you also enter same size. Okay. After entering details here, when you click set, whatever size you enter here, that size is allocated to D drive. Click set. Now click OK. Click OK. Click apply. Click OK. Click OK. Click restart now. Compulsory you want to restart. Click restart now. Suppose you did not get that restart now pop-up means compulsory manually you restart the system. Compulsory manually you restart the system. Okay, I want to log on to this operating system. VM send control plus alt plus delete. My username is administrator. My administrator password is admin dot 123. Enter. So I successfully log on to this operating system. Double click this PC. Here now D drive 805 GB. 805 GB free of 849. Before doing paging file size, 849 GB free of 849 GB. Now here 805 GB free of 849 GB. Double click here. Folder is drive, entire drive is empty. But here they're telling 805 GB free of 849. This is paging file size. Actually, your system recommended some size. Where I found my system recommended paging file size, where I found means after I show you where you found your system recommended paging file size. Okay. So that step is completed. Paging file size step is completed. Next step. Download the MS SQL Server 2022 from the software download center. Actually, remember this one. Your site download is not possible. Your site download is not possible. You get that software from me through mail. You get that software. You download that software through mail and you want to install that software in your laptop, in that operating system when installing that. But here I'm showing where you download that one. I show here, but your site seeing is not possible. In class recording section only, you want to see how to download that one. Okay, support.sap. Sorry, not that one. Support. Me dot this one. me.sap.com/software center. Click this one. https://me.sap.com/software center. So when you want to log on to the system, they asked user ID and password. I already entered that details. No, that's why it is open. Okay. I close and open. Okay, me.sap.com/software center. Okay, they ask credentials. I enter SAP Universal ID, scroll down, click continue. I enter password, scroll down, click sign in. Okay, now I'm showing clearly in the screen, I'm showing how to download that MS SQL Server database software. Here, databases tab is there. Click this one. Here, database and database patches is there. Click this one. Scroll down. Here, MS SQL Server is there. Click this one. Here, click database. Here, click MS SQL Server. This is not actually. I show another screen. Here, that option is not there. I show another screen. One minute, I show another screen. Okay, here all of you saw. Here MS SQL Server x86-64 is there. We want that one only, x86-64. Here you saw MS SQL Server std lic x86-64 is not there. Okay, when you click here MS SQL Server x86-64, here versions is there. MS SQL Server versions 2016, 2017, 2019, 2022. These 4 versions is there. You use any version. And one more important point, all versions installation same. There is no difference. That means you know how to install MS SQL Server 2016 means you know 2017, 2019, 2020. Okay, in this training, we are using latest version 2022. Click here and click installation. Here clearly all of you saw RDBMS MS SQL Server 2022 SQL for SAP only. SQL for SAP means this is not a full software. You want to use this software, you want another file. You want to download from Google, you want that file. But I show. Here you saw MS SQL Server x86-64, MS SQL Server x86-64 LIC is there. But in this ID, here MS SQL Server x86-64, LIC x86-64 is not there. But here you saw x86-64 LIC is there. After clicking that one, here you saw MS SQL Server x86-64 LIC 2016, 2017, 2019, 2022. So after clicking this one, installation. After clicking this one, I selected 2022. Here you saw RDBMS MS SQL Server 2022. Here they did not mention here. After clicking installation, here they mentioned SQL for SAP only. This file number is different. 917 lost. Here, this file number is different. 918. This is the original software. When you download this software, you want another file. You want to download in Google. But you download this original software, you no need to download in Google. You want to this file only. Okay. So in this training, I provide this file through mail. You got it, that file. You want to download. And one more important point, after downloading this file, now here I clearly all of you saw what I'm doing here. In my system, already that file is there. I'm copying here. In my system, already that file is there. This is the file. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm copying here. In virtual machine, I'm copying that file. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm creating one folder. I'm creating folder, same name I'm providing, 510 55918. Okay. So you were also from your side also you create folder. And one more important point here, after you download, I send this file through mail. After you download, you check file name correctly like this only. You check here like 1, 2 like that. You did not like that. Same like this only. You want file. Okay. For example, I show this file is there extra one like this one, like this, not like that. Exactly what the file name here in this class I'm telling, same as this after downloading, you get like this only. Okay. So here what I done, I copied MS SQL Server database software in VMware Workstation. Actually, before installing SAP software, you want to install MS SQL Server database software. What you want to do before installation only. Here you saw. Download the MS SQL Server. I clearly show how to download. It is completed. Now, next step is extract the MS SQL Server database software. Why you want to extract means here only zip file. After downloading the software in SAP support portal, here you got only zip file. There is no setup file. How you get setup file after extracting this file only? How to extract in this folder? File is where in this folder only. Select this file, right click and click extract here. It is extracting. After extraction, you no need this file. You delete also no problem. Okay. Extraction is completed. Sixth step is completed. Sixth step is completed. Next, what we want to do, clearly here I am telling, install an MS SQL Server 2022. You want to install MS SQL Server database. Next step. Before installing SAP software, first you want to install the database software. Okay, you are using MS SQL Server database software means before installing only, you want to install MS SQL Server database software. How to install? I show. Double click this PC, double click D drive, double click this folder, and this is the file SQL for SAP. Double click this file and close the folder. Okay, here it will be closed. On the time, what you do? After double clicking, it will be closed. On the time, what you do means once again restart the system. Some updates, is there any backend running means it will not open. Here some updates is running. So you simply restart the system. Okay. VM, send control plus all plus delete. Username administrator. My administrator password is admin.123 and login into the system. Okay, I successfully logged into the system. Now, what we want to do, we want to install the MS SQL Server database software. Double click this PC, double click installation drive, double click this folder, double click this SQL for SAP. Now close this folder. Okay, here installation mode in bracket 1 is there. That means they taken first option. Here first option is SQL Server installation. Yeah, we want to do install only. Press enter key on keyboard. Here they provided one instance name. I want to use that name only. Suppose in company they tell any instance name means you type that instance name and press enter key. But in this training, what you do is press enter key. Here username also they provided one username. In company, suppose they provide any username means they enter that username and press enter key. Here in this training, what you do is no need to provide any username. Use default only, press enter key. So they're telling installing SQL Server 2022. SQL Server 2017, 2019, 2022, SQL Server 2016. That all 4 versions installation is same. There is no difference. It will take time. You want to get success message, it will take time. So within this time, what we do is download the SAP JVM 8.1 from the software download center. You want to download this file. Okay, in this screen, click support packages and patches tab. Click by category. Scroll down. Click SAP NetWeaver and complementary products. Click SAP NetWeaver. Click SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Scroll down. Click Application Server Java. Now scroll down. SAP JVM 8.1. Click this one. Here Linux is selected. Linux on x86 64-bit. This is Linux operating system file. This file is supported only in Linux operating system only. But in this training, I'm using Windows operating system. So that means what we want to do, click this drop down box. Scroll down. Our operating system is Windows on x64 64-bit. Click this one. And download the latest file. This is the file. After downloading this file, as it is, this is the file. As it is, I'm copying that file into this virtual machine. Okay, why I download, why I keep that file means whatever SAP software you use and installing Java system is compulsory. You want this file SAP JVM.sar. File name is SAP JVM 8.sar. Whatever product, whatever SAP software you are using, you are installing yes Java system is compulsory. That file is required. This is one of the software is required. You remember what are the softwares is required is very, very important. First of all, you want to learn what are the softwares is required for installing purpose. That is very, very important. Next, completed. Next, download the Java component. Now I show how to download Java component. Here, click installation and upgrade tabs. For installing purpose only, no. That one. Why I click support packages and patches for this file means this is support packages file. Now Java component is the installation file. Java file is the installation file. That's why I click installations and upgrade tabs. Click by category. Scroll down. Click SAP NetWeaver and complementary products. Click SAP NetWeaver. Click SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Click installation and upgrades. Here, whatever operating system, no problem. That Java file is same in all operating system. This is the file. SAP NetWeaver 7.5 SP22 Java. In previous olden days is called as Java software component. This is the previous file, old file. NetWeaver 7.5 Java based software component 1/2, 2/2. These two files in olden days. Nowadays, this is the file. SAP NetWeaver 7.5 SP22 Java. File number is 106. Suppose here I select Linux operating system is same file only, 106. That means what you understand? In all operating system, Java file is same. You use this Java file in Linux or Windows, any operating system. Okay, this is the file name. Why I am downloading that file? Here you remember, whatever SAP software you are using, you want to install Java based SAP system is compulsory that particular software Java file is required. After downloading that file, after downloading this file, you got in GIF format. After downloading that file, you got in GIF format. Here only is there. File is GIF format. I'm copying that file in that folder. Java file. I'm copying Java software in that folder. Why I'm copying? When installation time, they ask that file. That's why before installation, I put that file in my system. Why I download and put that SAP JVM 8.r when installation time, they ask that file. That's why before installation, I downloaded and I put that file in my system. Okay. When installing time, they ask this Java file. You provide this GIF file, they did not taken. You provide this GIF file, they did not taken. What you want to do? You select this file, right click and click extract here. You want to provide GIF file only, an extracted folder only. You want to provide extracted files only. You provide that GIF file, they did not taken. Okay, when you practicing time, to try, you provide GIF file, browse and provide GIF file, they tell, I don't want to take that file. You provide the extracted folder, like that only they tell. So that's why when installation time, they ask the extracted folder only. That's why now before installation, I downloaded and extract and keep it. I don't want this GIF format. After extraction, I don't want this file also. Why? I want this extracted files only. That's why I deleted. Simply I delete that file. So here, what are the softwares? SAP JVM and this one Java file and this one MS SQL Server database. Still database software is installed. So three softwares is there. Next, which software we required? Okay, here you saw. Download JVM is completed. Download Java component is completed. Extract the Java component. Up to here is completed. Next, we want the kernel software. Now I show you how to download the kernel software. Next, which software? Kernel software. Okay, kernel means support packages and patches tab. Click by category. Scroll down. Click SAP NetWeaver and complementary products. Click SAP NetWeaver. Click SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Scroll down. Click Application Server Java. Okay, now scroll down. SAP host agent is one of the file. Here SAP host agent 721 is there. SAP host agent 722 is there. Two files is there. But here SAP host agent 721 no longer in maintenance. What is the meaning no longer in maintenance? Means they clearly they telling this version support is completed. You don't use this one. In maintenance, this software is not there. In SAP host agent, only one version is there, that is SAP host agent 722 only. Click this one. Okay, here AX, here you saw when I select AX, here 756 is their file number. Click this one. My operating system is Windows. I selected Windows. 825 is there. What means every operating system separate file. When you download this SAP host agent file, when you want to download SAP host agent.sar file, when you want to download this SAP host agent.sar file, first of all, you want to select your operating system because every operating system separate file. Select your operating system and download the latest file. That is the step. So after downloading this file, to go back, click Application Server Java and scroll down. Next, SAP IGS 745 is not there. SAP IGS 749 is not there. SAP IGS 753 is there, 754 is there. These two versions is there in IGS. You use SAP IGS 753 or you use SAP IGS 754. Both supported. In this training, I'm using SAP IGS 754. Click this one. Here, Windows operating system. This one also, every operating system separate file. Windows operating system file is different. Linux operating system file is different. AX 64-bit operating system file is different. Select your operating system and download the latest file. IGS.exe.sar file name is. After downloading this file, to go back, click Application Server Java. Now scroll down. Click SAP IGS Helper. OS independent. SAP IGS Helper means OS independent. OS independent means, so this file is supported in Windows operating system, Linux operating system. All operating system same file only. That is the meaning of OS independent. Download the latest file. File name is IGShelper.sar. After downloading, click Application Server Java to go back. Scroll down. Kernel 4 versions is there. 745. SAP kernel 745. 64-bit Unicode. Unicode shortcut is UC. Unicode shortcut UC. Non-Unicode shortcut NUC. Here clearly they're telling two types of kernels is there. Unicode kernel software is there. Non-Unicode kernel software is there. But here you saw, they're telling Unicode kernel software only supported. Why Unicode kernel software only supported means actually this SAP NetWeaver 7.5 release is 750. SAP NetWeaver 7.5 release is 750. And you see, non-Unicode kernel is supported up to 740 release only. Up to 740 release only. That means now SAP NetWeaver 7.5 is supported only Unicode kernel only. That's why here they showing Unicode kernel software only. This version is not available. 745. 749 is not available. Only 753, 754. These two kernel versions only supported. So in this training, both you use 753 or you use 754. In this training, we are using 754. Click this one. Here, Windows operating system. Yeah, my operating system is Windows only. Okay. Here, I want to select Windows. Suppose Linux means you want to select Linux. My operating system is Windows. Windows operating system. Scroll down. SAP exe.sir. SAP exe.sir. Kernel part 1. So this is the latest file, 500. SAP exe.sir 500 is the latest one. Previous one is 400. After downloading this latest file, SAP exe.sir, now click this drop down box. Now you want to download database kernel file. Every database, different file is there. Select our database, MS SQL Server, SAP exe db.sir. SAP exe db.sir. Kernel part 2 file. Kernel part 2 SAP exe db.sir. DB means database kernel file. SAP exe.sir, SAP exe db.sir difference means SAP exe db.sir database kernel file. Total 5 files. What here I am doing in here, what I am doing, I am creating one folder. Folder name is kernel. Okay. Now, in that folder, I am copying files. Okay, what are the files? ijcexe.sir, ijselper.sir, sapexe.sir, sapexedb.sir, sapcostation.sir. Kernel software is ready. I put all the 5 files in one folder. That folder name is kernel. That software is ready. Okay, next, that one is completed. Once we check, it is installed. Yeah, it is completed. MS SQL Server database. You remember this one also. When installing MS SQL Server time, they install SQL Server Management Studio. SQL Server Management Studio. They telling installation successful. Press enter to use this. Press enter key. Okay, database installation is completed. Next, which software we required? Okay, up to here, up to 11 steps is completed. Now we go to 12th step. 11 steps is completed. We go to 12th step. Here, we want to download the software provisioning manager. Software provisioning manager in shortcut called as SWPM. Here, this is the link. support.sap.com/SL toolset. Click that one. Scroll down. Software provisioning manager. Click this one. They ask SUser ID password. After providing SUser ID and password, here software provisioning manager 1.01 version, software provisioning manager 2.0 second version. Total 2 versions is there in software provisioning manager. Now, which version you want to download? Means you want to download software provisioning manager. Click this one. Here, every operating system, this file is different. Latest file today only they release. Latest file today only they release. In every operating system, this file is different. Okay. In every operating system, this file is different. Select your operating system. For example, Windows. So today only they release this one. Okay. So here, select your operating system Windows. Okay. Today only they release. Okay. Here, SWPM 1.0. So previous version is SWPM 44 only. Now the release 1. Okay. So but I use 44 previous version in this training. Now I use that one only. Okay. SWPM 44. I use that one only. Okay. So here, okay, here 70 SWPM.SAR file is there. SWPM.SAR file is there. Which one we want to use? 70 SWPM is there. SWPM is there. SWPM you want to use. In Software Provisioning Manager 1.0, you want to use SWPM.SAR file. Why means our SAP NetWeaver 7.5 option is available inside here. Okay, I'm copying that file. Here I'm creating one folder. SWPM. Like this, you do like this. Okay, it is SAR file. It is SAR file. Okay. So here in SAR file, there is no installation folder. Installing. Now you want to extract this SAR file by using SAP Car. Okay. That means another software you require. What is that software? SAP Car. SAP Car. Now you want to download another software. Now I show. Support packages and patches. Click by category. Scroll down. Click SAP Technology Components. Click SAP Car. Click SAP Car 753. Windows. And download the latest file. Okay. So it is .exe file. This is the file. I'm copying in same folder, in same SWPM folder only. SAP car file is there, SWPM.SAR file is there. Now, download is completed. Now, extract the SWPM. Extract the SWPM. Okay. Now, how to extract SWPM? Click here. Okay. These are the final softwares. Okay. Java software, MS SQL Server database software, kernel software, JVM software, SWPM software. Now double click SWPM. In this folder only SAP Core, SAP JVM, sorry, SWPM is there. Click here and type CMD. Enter. Command prompt is open. Okay, command prompt is open. Here, first of all, you want to type entire this name. That is sapcar.exe. File name is sapcar.exe. You want to type entire name. Here, first letter is common, S. Second letter is different. So simply type SA. Simply type SA and press tab key on your keyboard. Okay, it is came. And give space minus SF or SVF. Okay, and give space. Now you want to type this name SWPM. Simply type SW and press tab key. This is the command sapcar.exe space minus SF space SWPM.SAR. By using SAP car, you are extracting SWPM.SAR file. Press enter key. Now in backside folders are coming. It is extracting. Okay, extraction is completed. Simply type exist, enter. After extraction, scroll down. In SWPM folder, in SWPM, SAP IST is there. For this purpose, you want to extract. Now, all the software is ready. Okay, Java software, MS SQL Server database, kernel software, SWPM, SAP JVM. These are the softwares is required for installing Java system by using SAP NetWeaver 7.5. Finally, what you want to do means before installation, you want to do prerequisites check. Before installation, you want to do prerequisites check. Now I show how to do prerequisites check. Double click this PC. Before double clicking that one, in C drive, in program files, here there is no folder. Folder name is SAP inst underscore instdr. SAP inst underscore instdr. Okay, that folder is not available. SAP inst underscore instdr. You found here, you did not found that folder here. You did not found. Okay, so now double click this PC, double click D drive, double click SWPM folder, scroll down, double click SAP inst and close this folder. Software provisioning manager is opening. Software provisioning manager is opening. Click yes here. So click advance, scroll down, click on save. So I have only one user. After installation, I have only one user, administrator user. I want to enter that username, administrator. And I want to enter my administrator password here, admin.123. And click sign in. Now software provisioning manager is open. Okay. Now you see by using software provisioning manager what I am doing here. Now here you saw C drive, program files. Now you found this folder. SAP inst underscore instdr. When you open software provisioning manager, that folder is created. It is empty. That is installation folder, installation directory. Okay, now here, scroll down. Our product version is SAP NetWeaver 7.5. SPAN. Our database is MS SQL Server. SPAN. What we are doing, prerequisites check. SPAN preparations. Select prerequisites check and click next. Define parameters. Define parameters means they asking you want to provide details. That is define parameters. Inputs you want to provide. Whatever details they are asking, you want to provide that information. Now, scroll down. They provided 10 options here. We are installing AS Java system. On the time, here you want to select database instance, AS Java. Primary application server instance, AS Java. Additional application server instance, AS Java. Central service instance, AS Java. This option 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Database instance, AS Java. Primary application server instance, AS Java. Additional application server instance AS Java. Yes, Java Central Service instance AS Java. 6789 we want to select and click next. Here, yeah, my database is MS SQL Server. Everything is okay. Database instance AS Java. Database for AS Java. My database is MS SQL Server. Click next. Now, scroll down. SAP exe.sar. Status still missing. Still missing means they asking this file. You want to provide this file. So when you click next, they did not allow to go to the next page. You want to provide this file. So SAP exe.sar. Click browse. In D drive, in kernel folder, that file is there. SAP exe.sar. Select that file. Click OK and click next. Now scroll down. So after I provided file, they're telling status available. Status available means they're telling you provided correct file, you go to the next page. After providing file also, here status still missing means you provided wrong file. That is the meaning. Now here status available means you provided correct file. That is the meaning. Click next here. Now define parameters is completed. Now review parameter. Review parameter means parameter summary screen. Only one screen. Review parameter. Okay. Whatever options after opening SWPM, whatever options they came here, they show here. Is there any changes? Means change here. Suppose there is no changes, means click next. There is no changes, click next. Now executive service. 0 to 100% executive service. Now this is prerequisite check result screen. So we done prerequisite check only. This is the result screen. Scroll down. They're telling whatever computer name you provided. This is the computer name I provided. They're telling as per minimum length is 13 characters. They're telling okay, it is okay. Our operating system language is okay. So NFS service is okay. System locate is okay. Your RAM size, whatever RAM size you provided, 32 GB you provided is okay. Current 32 GB. Recommended 4 GB. Recommended RAM is 4 GB. At least you want to provide 4 GB RAM. You provided 32 GB RAM. Okay for me. Domain controller okay. Your IP address is okay. Finally, this swap size. Paging file size, swap size. Here okay. Here is there. At least this system they want swap size, paging file size is 49 GB. 49 GB. You provided 50 GB. Okay. Here you found your system recommended swap size. Here it is paid. Here okay is there means you start the installation. Here now all is okay. Result code here all is okay. That means they're telling here there is no error. You start the installation. Click next. Executive service is completed. Service completed. This is the prerequisite check result screen. Click OK. Click close. Click exist and close the browser. So up to here, before installation, what are the softwares we want? What we want to do, everything is completed. Now the system is ready to start the installation.